Hi there, it's Carol with Carol B Crafts. Today we'll be doing project number 7 in my Sweethearts online card class. If you would like information on how you can get the class materials kit to make these 7 projects, visit my website www.carolbcrafts.com and find out how you can get the materials to make all 7 projects absolutely free with a $60 retail purchase from Stampin' Up! Using the current host code on my website. Now this is a little bonus project that I have included in the card kit, and it should go pretty simple for us. You'll need this, your last card kit, and we'll be using the Petal palette stamps and From the Heart, and this little die here came from the Sunshine Wishes dies. It's the heart that's in that Sunshine Wishes dies. And the circles came from the Layering Circles Framelits dies. The Rich Razzleberry Scallop Circle is the 3rd largest scallop circle in the set. And the Whisper White circle came from the Stitched Shapes Framelits dies, and it is the 2nd largest die in that set. So if you don't have these sets, you might want to pick those up. These are really great for card makers. So let's look and see what we have in our bag. We have a gold striped gift bag. These are really pretty. They're in the Stampin' Up! Annual catalog. And they make it really easy to make a gift bag, a treat bag. Then we have one of our delicate white doilies, also in the annual catalog. The die cuts that I've already told you about. And then there's this cute little gold library clip that is also in the annual catalog. Now the bow is actually 2 pieces of ribbon that are tied together. There's a 10-inch piece of the 1/8 inch gold ribbon and a 10-inch piece of the white Whisper White organza ribbon. Now I've already tied those bows for you to make it easier for you. You'll just need to get a glue dot and stick them on. That can't get any easier than that. So let's start out by stamping on our image, on our white Whisper White circle. We're going to need our Rich Razzleberry ink, and we'll need our Stamp-A-Ma-Jig and the From the Heart stamp from the Petal palette stamp set, and a little bit of adhesive. So we're going to put the adhesive on the sides so that it'll hold this in place while we use our Stamp-A-Ma-Jig. Find my rough edge. So we'll put our Stamp-A-Ma-Jig in place, ink up our stamp, make sure I have it on right. I find that the D block works the best with the Stamp-A-Ma-Jig, regardless of the size of your stamp. And I always put the stamp in the top, sort of in the top left, so that I can balance it so I don't get so much wobble. So that's another trick. If you have a small stamp, put it in the top left part where you can kind of keep it level with your finger. Okay, so we have the From the Heart, and we want that in the center of our heart, of our circle, and that looks about right. So I'll ink up my stamp again and go straight down and straight up, clean off my stamp. Okay, now we're ready to put our little doily decoration together. We'll start by putting our From the Heart onto the Rich Razzleberry Scallop Circle with some snail. I'll be using a piece of the waxy strip that's left over from the mini glue dots to help me place this down. Now it's going to go on top of our doily, so I'll put some more snail on. And that looks about right there. Now we're going to be putting our heart on, and we'll need our fine tip glue pen for that. You know, if you don't have fine tip glue pen, you can try and use your Tombow liquid glue, but this I think works the best. And we're going to put it so that we can still see most of from the heart. So if you can turn it slightly, you don't want it straight up, you want it turned slightly at an angle going this way, so that this is right above the E, and then you can still see some from the heart. I think that looks about right. So now we know we want to put glue here, 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 and here, in those 4 spots, because they have contact with the doily circle. Okay, I think that's good. Now we'll just put that on. Remember, it's going to go kind of in a angle, and we want to see this part right above the E. Whoops. Just push it down. Let it set. If you want to, you can put this on top for a moment. Next we'll need our glue dots, so we'll go ahead and get those. So I think that's set enough. Now you do want to be careful not to get glue on the gold foil itself, because it will have like a marred look. So we'll get our ribbon that I tied. I just basically took 2 pieces of ribbon and tied them together at the same time. So we'll put that on the glue dot and we'll pinch it, and I think I'm going to actually use 2, so I'll put it on another glue dot and pinch it. Now we want this up here in this area, and how we're going to attach this is we're actually going to attach it to the top flap, and we want the top half of our doily attached to the bag. So we know we want it like this, and whatever you're going to put in, you can go ahead and figure out where you want to fold it. So you're going to fold it down with the long flap in the front, and then you're going to want this here, and you might even want to take your bone folder and crease that a little bit and get that a little more even. Might help to crease that. So we know that we're going to want this in the top half of that. So we don't want any adhesive past this. So we'll just flip this around and figure that we'll put adhesive on the back where we know it's not going to get in the way. So kind of in the top half of that circle, but not exactly half. Then we're going to turn it around, and we're going to put it on our card, on our bag, with the heart going straight across. And if you do have any adhesive, you can always just take your finger and kind of try to get it off. If If you have one of these, you can gently, just be very careful though, because that that is sticky. And the best way, I think, actually, because it's probably not going to come off, is to take your this embossing bag. Take your embossing bag and just dab it with the powder, and that will take the sticky out. So you don't have to deal with the sticky. And any excess powder you can just wipe away. Okay, so we're ready now. Our bag is ready, and since we've used the embossing buddy, it's not sticky anymore at all. So we'll go ahead and put our little clip in place. So now you have your project number 7 in your Sweethearts online card class. I hope you've enjoyed making these with me. Stay tuned for my next class. For February's class will be a birthday class using the Picture Perfect birthday stamps. Thanks for watching and have a great day. Bye now.